Okay. Shall I start then?
Yeah.
Please.
Okay. So, competitive game, but we share all the resources because we're communists.
Yeah.
We're all Corbites. Now, there are 6 workers, and they are named, and they relate to these 6 images over here. And basically, at its core, we're going to try and manipulate these workers' moods. The happier we make them, the more points we'll score. And when I say we, I mean you. So, like, say, Stu, you might want to. I don't know any strategy for this, but you potentially could be focusing on just the bureaucrat or the commissar, I think that's called, and you're trying to get her up to mood 4. Yeah. But I'm going to go over everything in detail. Just keep these concepts in mind for now. This is the phase marker up here. Sorry, over here.
Yeah.
And it's basically we're going to start in the morning. We're going to take some actions. We're going to go into what do they call them? Move marker. This is the first half of the day where the chunk of our action.
Morning, day, first half. Lunch,
Yeah.
second half. Evening.
And evening, yeah. And we're basically going to do that twice. And after evening, there's going to be a scoring round. So there's going to be, in total, 2 scoring rounds. Okay? And then the other concept is, at various points in this game, you're going to produce resources. And these are wheat, fish, coal, and wool. Whenever you produce a resource, you move this influence marker. So if Dan produced a resource, he would move his marker here. Okay? We produce the resource. Again, it's going to be communal, so it's going to be for everybody to use, but Dan produced it, so Dan gets a bump on this track.
Yeah.
And whenever you pass this space, much like in Monopoly, you get 2 points and a crystal, whatever they're worth. And the crystal's the only thing that you don't share. They're the one thing that you put in front of you. With me on that concept?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the morning, all workers will be in the barracks, which is down here.
Yeah.
Okay. And each of us, in turn order, is going to pick one worker to place out on one of these 12 spaces to do a job. Okay?
Yep.
Who's fiddling?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Once a worker is placed, 2 things happen. You lay them down, so we know you can't use them anymore, and they block the space. Okay? I think they block the space anyway. I'm going to have to double check that. But basically, let's just remember this. In the morning, we're all going to move 1 worker and 1 worker only. We can't move anywhere with a morning blocking marker, with a red marker.
Mm-hmm.
These aren't open in the morning. Once we've done that, so there'll be 3 people out. We'll stand everybody up. We'll move to the first half of the day, and we'll flip all these tokens so every space is available.
Yeah.
And on this phase, we're effectively going to take 2 actions each because there are 6 workers, there are 3 players. We're going to go one at a time, moving a worker somewhere else, taking an action, placing them down until all 6 workers have been placed.
Mm-hmm.
Did they lie down on the second move as well?
Yeah, so they're going to stand up. Every time this phase marker moves, they're going to stand up, and whenever you move them, they're going to lie down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to move all 6 workers in this phase. Then we're going to move to lunch, stand everybody up. Now, in lunch, in turn order, you get to move 1 worker and 1 worker only here to the lunch space, and it's only open on lunch. Okay? I think it's only open on lunch. We'll double check that. And it's the only space that can hold more people than 1. Then we're going to go to the second half of the day, and the second half of the day is exactly the same as the first half of the day. So we'll move each worker once, take actions. And then the last phase, we're going to shut down these locations because they're blocked at night. We're going to get 1 worker movement each, and then the round's going to end.
Yeah.
So does that make sense? So
Yeah.
This first bit is 1 worker, all workers, 1 worker, all workers, 1 worker.
Yep.
It's just in the morning and night, some places will be blocked.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what do all the spaces do? This is where I hope the iconography is good. So, the first thing that will happen on each of these spaces, let's flip the morning. Probably script that, couldn't I? That's not too hard to script, I would imagine. Okay. So, when you manipulate a worker, I'm just going to teach it as if I'm taking all the actions, and I'm going to go through the actions one by one. So if I go to the pasture, the first thing you'll notice on all these spaces is up here, there is a happy face or a sad face. Okay?
Yes.
And then there'll be a little icon next to it indicating who is or isn't affected by that marker.
Yeah.
And the shorthand for this is basically anybody who works this space becomes unhappy unless they are the shepherd.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's just, because that's the one concept, we'll just go over it. If I move the shepherd there, what I do to donate that I've moved it is I place one of my influence discs on the shepherd. So the game knows that I did it. This tracks that I've done it. And then he would actually become happy by one. Because oh no, he wouldn't become happy.
He just doesn't go down.
He just doesn't go down.
Yeah.
So if that's you're going to come across a space where that is, yeah. So that's a key concept. If you want the shepherd to be happy, then you move him to places where he's either not going to get not happy, or he is going to get happier.
Yeah, exactly. But there's also blocking in this game, so you might end up in a bad situation where you have to go somewhere and become unhappy.
Yeah.
This is why lunch is important, because in lunch you'll notice this space.
Everybody gets happy.
It's just you don't produce anything, but you guarantee a mood bump for one of the workers.
Same as the nighttime underneath it.
This is the barracks, yeah. So you can only move to the barracks at night. But the barrack, that's interesting. I'll get to that because at night you get to move one place, which there's an option. You either go and produce something, or you send them to the barracks and produce nothing but guarantee a happiness.
Yeah.
So you let them have some rest. But anyway, we'll get to that. So just let's just cover all the mood stuff. So like, that's obvious, right? This one is
not red gets happy.
Both visiting. No, it's both the visiting worker and the commissar gain one mood. So I wonder why they've used that. The commissar gains no mood when visiting the Palace of the Soviets. Oh, I see. There's the iconography.
Their job is to promote the people going there, not to go there themselves.
So the reminder here is, and Dan's right, is everybody going there gets a mood except the commissar.
And there's a bit
and
of
then the reminder down here states that whoever goes here makes the commissar happy. So the only thing here, this is interesting, if the commissar goes here, no mood changes.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. That one should be self-explanatory. So this place is the beer house. Oh, the beer house is obviously workers like drinking beer, right?
Yeah.
So any worker here gains 2 mood unless they're the commissar, in which case they lose a mood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that iconography all makes sense. Yeah, all makes sense. Anybody who works a spaceship gets unhappy. Anybody who works the mine gets unhappy unless they're the miner.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the rest, that concept's fine. And anybody who fishes gets unhappy unless they're the fisherman. So that's the concept of mood.
Mm-hmm.
So the iconography is good, actually. Here, this lets you, if you go to the farm, you produce one more. So no matter who goes here, you do the mood stuff, and then you do the space stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So the worker who goes here produces one wool, and when you produce a good, you take it from this supply, and there's only 6 of each. You place it in the storehouse, which is here. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you make it, you track that by moving your influence marker up here.
Right.
Any good you make bumps you on this track.
So make 5 goods, get a crystal, or is that 2 crystals?
That's 2 points in a crystal.
2 points in a crystal.
Okay, so that's that space. Simple. This space is the Palace of the Soviets. So when you go here, you may put a crystal into your player-colored area.
Yeah.
So I would go here and place a crystal there.
Yeah.
And this is end game scoring. Whoever has the most crystals gets 4 points. Second most 2, third most 1.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's
I'm going to assume
right?
you have to have at least 1 to participate.
Let's see. So at the end of the game, the players who donated crystals gain 4 victory points if they donated the most 2 per second. In the case of a tie, all tied players, because this is a communist game, gain the full amount of victory points. The farm, nice and simple, produces a wheat. The exact same concept. You'll put the wheat in the storehouse. You'll pop yourself on there. Where are we up to? The beer house, obviously, apart from the mood boosting benefits, you may then pay 1 crystal, so that's back to the supply, to make any one worker gain a mood and any other lose a mood. So this is your PvP spot.
Oh, this is going to be brutal.
This spot here, the storehouse. Okay, when you go to the storehouse, you either discard a resource from the storehouse to make any worker gain a mood and any worker lose a mood. So it's the same thing, a bit more PvP. Or you discard a resource from the storehouse to gain 1 crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Or this is back to back. Or pay a crystal to add any resource to the storehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hang on, let me just go back because I think I'm going to stop a second. Oh, okay. Okay, talking about resources, let's just go back to that for a second. This is important. Whoever adds on their turn the 3rd resource of a given type from the storehouse, there's a benefit. Okay? When that happens, you put all of them, bar 1, back to the supply. You take the one remained one and you put it on the leftmost empty space on the export track.
That's the right.
There you go. And then the active player then receives a number of victory points.
Okay.
As based down here. So there is a timing aspect there. So not only will producing a good get you on this track, which you're trying to do, but trying to time it so you're the 3rd of a type is a good thing too. But you can also manipulate those by going here. So that's very interesting. So like if there are 2, you could go here, spend a crystal, and put the 3rd one on.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, take one off.
Or take one off. So there is obviously some interaction. That's good. That's good, actually. That's good.
So you said there were 6 resources. Then does that mean that when they're on this track, they're locked up then?
Correct. This is a limited supply, 6 of each.
So how do you get? So you can't get to the 4th column. Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can.
So because there'll be 3 left. You can just get to the 4th column. So the next space is called administration, if you're interested. Okay, so this is different depending on who visits. So if the bureaucrat visits, you gain a crystal. If anybody else visits, you make the bureaucrat happy, and you can move an influence disc belonging to a different player from one worker to another. So you could move my blue influence disc from this onto there, which might be because he's worth -2 points at the end of the round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. That might be more clear when we know how we score. Maybe I should have covered that, but it's fine.
Carry on.
If you go to the spaceship. Now, the spaceship is a deck of 12 cards. And what you're going to do, you're going to lose a mood, and you're going to shuffle this deck, flip a card, and gain the benefits.
Assume that's no benefit.
That's no benefit. Now, if you search through the deck, it's known information. There are 2 blanks, so that was very unlucky of me. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 wilds, and then there are specific ones, but those specific ones also give you a crystal.
Yeah.
So the spaceship is a bit of a variant spot, but it has got good rewards.
So that goes on to what? Onto the supply as normal.
So crystals, the only thing you get to claim yourself are crystals. Any other good that you get goes onto the storehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I drew that card,
Yep. You would produce. Oh, hang on.
I would.
Oh no, this does not count as production when you go to the spaceship, so you wouldn't advance on this wheel.
Okay.
That was what I was going to ask. That was the bits.
It still adds it still adds the 3rd though, and you can still trigger the 3rd being a thing, right?
You can still trigger the 3rd and get an export.
Yeah.
Do you have to play it, or do you hold it? Is it just a
Spaceship. So
Must be immediate.
then draw a spaceship card, and you receive the reward depicted. It says nothing. Add a specific resource or a resource of your choice to the storehouse, and then possibly gain a crystal.
Yeah.
Right.
Do not advance your marker on the production wheel. So that's the spaceship. Bit of a variant space for those variant hunters. The mine. I think that's self-explanatory. If you send the miner, you get 2 coal. Anybody else gets 1 coal.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's very, very bad place to work. The field kitchen. You can only move workers here during lunch.
Yep.
So that's simple. The lake house. Sorry. The lake. Okay. So this is if the worker is not the fisherman, losing a wound. Yeah. Then you draw a lake card. I'll go over in a second. I just want to see what the fisherman does. If the lake is visited by the fisherman, take 2 lake cards instead and choose 1. Okay.
Yeah, there's 3 blanks, there's 1 double, and there's 2 singles.
Yeah. 3 blanks, 1 double, 2 singles. And
So the fisherman is better at fishing. Obviously, he gets to pick 2. Oh, hold on. Fisherman shuffles. None of the others do.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm going to just read this out. If the worker's not a fisherman, lose 1 mood, then draw a lake card, receive the reward depicted, then discard it. So it is actually discarded. The spaceship is also discarded. So the spaceship, this is a limited mine, and so is this. However, sorry, you have to remember I've not watched anything for this. If the lake is visited by the fisherman, take 2 cards instead, then choose one of the rewards, then discard both cards. Then it says, if all cards with fish depicted, there are 3 of them, are in the lake discard pile, shuffle the lake deck and discard pile. Okay. Whenever the fisherman visits the lake, the active player may decide to reshuffle the deck before or after drawing the cards. If you need to draw 2 cards, but there's only 1 left in the deck, draw that card, reshuffle, then draw a second. So the fisherman can, if there's 2, say he came here.
Yeah, and there's already 2 fish out.
He could go, I'm
going to rebuild the deck, basically.
Yeah, nice, simple. Yeah. Labor camp. Labor camp is a bad place.
Nobody's happy.
Nobody's happy. But you produce 2 goods. Oh no, you produce all 3. You produce literally all 3 of those.
And everything go up on the track?
You would go up 3 times because you produce 3 goods.
Fucking hell. Okay, so that might be worth it.
Okay. The barracks. The worker gains 1 mood. You may only move workers to the barracks during the evening phase, but don't forget that each worker remaining in the barracks at the end of the morning phase gains a mood. Oh, that's a thing I forgot. So during the morning phase, we get to move 2 out.
Whoever's
left behind is also happy because they didn't have to work in the morning. All right. So at the end, I like the theme of this. Yeah. At the end of the round, return all mood. Okay. At the end of the round, check worker's mood. For each worker, players who have the most influence discs on that worker gain or lose a number of victory points equal to the worker's mood track. In the case of a tie, all players gain or lose the full amount of VPs. So at the end of each round, each worker is going to give between -2 and 4 points to whoever has manipulated.
So if that was the case, you would gain 2, and if I was on there, I would also gain. Oh no, whoever has the most.
It's no tied. If you're tied, it's shared.
But if I was on there as well,
you would get 2.
But if you'd moved him twice,
I would get 2. You'd get nothing.
Yeah. And when do the influence markers come off?
That's what happens at the end of the first round. We remove all influence markers
and count it up. Then okay. So scoring. So if you move this guy 3 times, okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to score 3 times 4. This is area control.
Yes, that's what I was getting. That's what I'd concluded.
So then we return all mood markers back to the starting spaces. All influence discs back to the player's reserves. Do not return resource queues from the storehouse.
Sorry, say that again. So all the moods reset to 0?
Yes, and all the discs come off.
Okay.
Do not return resource queues from the storehouse, or the export tracks, or crystals from players' reserves, so we keep all that. Then put all workers back in the barracks and move the phase marker to the morning phase. Play the second round using the same play sequence. So we're going to do this twice, then the game's going to end. Yeah, you definitely can't use occupied locations unless it's the barracks or thingy-bob.
Lunch.
Right, aside from that, would you like some asymmetric powers?
Yes.
Yeah, of course we would.
Okay, so there's 2 decks over here. You get 1 of these, each 1 card from each deck, and it's common. Hang on, special cards come in 2 flavors. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, sorry, final scoring. The game ends after 2 rounds. Players score victory points for the contribution of construction of the palace to the Soviets, which is this track.
Yeah.
As well as 1 VP for each 2 crystals they have. That's it. That's all of the final scoring.
So your final scoring, the only thing that's contested at the end then is that track, really.
Yeah. Or if you want to hoard your crystals, you'll get 1 point for every 2.
Depends on whether okay. Might be better. So what was the scoring on here again?
Most,
4-2-1.
but tied. 4-2-1.
Yeah, and don't forget that they're scoring here. Every time you lap this, it's 2 points. You get points for this as well.
You get points for the workers.
I feel like this might be fun, but we'll see how it goes.
So what were these decks over here?
So these are asymmetric powers. I'm trying to figure out whether these are common or not.
Don't see why not.
Yes, they are. So I'm going to take 1 from the worker deck, and I'm going to take 1 from the location deck.
You mean they're...
And then I'm going to tell you all what your powers are, unless you've guessed them.
My
so
one,
for
my one I
let's
think
start-
is I can place her even in a locked area for the phase.
so you
place the
can
nurse.
send this worker to a location with a blocking disc in any phase, correct, Dan? And so you're incentivized to use her. And you also, instead of performing the normal action, so that's see that icon there with a cross through the production.
Yeah.
You may increase the mood of the visiting worker by 2, Dan.
Yeah, so I can go up to the field,
Yeah.
and instead of making that, I can just increase happiness by 2.
Yes.
In addition.
No, one says instead of.
Yeah.
It's instead of, yeah. So the commissar, if you ever use the commissar, Stu, so this is why we might want to use the other workers, right? If Stu uses the commissar while taking your turn with this worker, you may donate a crystal to the Palace of the Soviets in addition to performing the action of the space you're in.
Ah, nice.
Ooh.
So that means other people use that first.
And then, Stu, when you visit the field, instead of producing 1 grain at this location, you may produce any 1 resource cube.
Oh, okay, tidy. Both Dan and I are going to be fighting for that field.
Well, mine's not. It's the artwork, isn't it? I said field, but
there's 12 spaces and 12 cards and 6 workers and 6. Everyone's going to get a different one. So mine, yours is this one.
Yeah.
So mine is the shepherd. I can take a turn with this worker without moving him. That's the thing. You do have to move workers. You can't use the space they're in. So I can spam the shepherd's location if I want to. So if the shepherd's already somewhere, I can just lie him down where he is and take the action, basically.
Yeah.
So you have to move them from one place to another. They can't repeat an action except
Correct.
for you.
Correct. Well, just the shepherd. And then my other asymmetric power is the coal mine. Let's have a look at that. Instead of performing the normal action of this location, I may advance my marker on the production wheel 3 spaces and decrease the mood of the visiting worker by 1 by producing no resources.
Okay.
That's it. We're ready to go. So I need a first player.
I got
Dan needs
that.
to promote
I can
you.
handle that.
Have you got? Oh, he's got the dice. He's got it. Yes.
Was brown on there? Yeah, it was. Okay.
I'll keep the dice. That's the first player marker.
Does that first player ever changed?
Let's have a look.
It seems to be. I would have thought it just goes round and round and round and round and round perfectly.
Is there any benefit to being first player other than?
Well, last player gets to react last. That can't be fucked with, maybe, but that's about
Oh,
it.
so interesting. So the first player marker works. It passes between phases, not turns. So every time this disc moves, the first player marker passes.
Oh, okay, fine. That makes sense.
Okay.
All right, that's fine then. So, okay, cool. I have no idea what I'm doing. So basically, the good news is we know that whoever we leave behind, we're going to move. Okay, so in the morning, we're going to move 1 worker only out, take the action, and then whoever's left behind gains a mood.
So your slot 0. Okay, done. So when we move a worker, we put a disc on there and do the action. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There's only 5. I'm missing a worker.
There's an example somewhere, right? Yep.
Yeah, I think you need to thicken up these workers because they're difficult to see unless you're almost.
Yeah, when they're state 2 and they're lying down, you can sort of. Well, they're all up.
How do you state to them?
1 and 2 on the keyboard, numerical.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Don't forget I did this in half an hour. I can tie it up. But this, I don't think I've got a choice here because I've not got 3D modeling skills, but I can make them bigger, I suppose.
I just did that.
Oh, did you?
Well, it's just if you're looking at
The colours aren't obvious when they're standing up. That's all.
Yeah, maybe colour the bases might help, or ring round them if you can. But
I genuinely don't know what to do. Okay, I'm going to send.
Game begins.
player, aren't you? We can combo off you to see what we.
Yeah, it's awkward. I don't like it. That's the first player marker. So,
I tell you what you should need to do. You need to move one of those 6 people to one of the 12 locations.
that's exactly right, Stu. You're not wrong.
No, I'm helping out.
I'm just looking at the board. I'm like, Okay.
Just go get something.
Well, surely you're going to go and do something that makes your worker happier, because nobody else can.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to use the coal mine then, just to have a good start on this.
So it doesn't matter who you put on the coal mine then.
Yeah, which is a bit risky, but I can make up the mood later. And I'm going to probably take one of your 2 workers.
Well, pick the one that likes area control.
He means you, by the way. It's Stu, by the way. He means he's talking about himself.
Fuck that up, Dan.
So I feel like I picked on Dan a bit last night, so I'm going to pick up Stu just for this first play.
Fuck you.
Stick the
Fuck you and the
commissar
horse you
there.
rode in on.
Oh, this is going to be awkward, actually. I'll just put him there. So I'm going to get 3 bumps on here. 1, 2, 3. And she's going to loosen her mood by 1. So I'm currently losing a point at the end of the turn.
I swear you said loosen her mood. So
These are actually very hard to see. So just give me a second. I'm going to...
Make them bigger.
Yeah.
And bigger than them.
That should be fine, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they cover up a space. You don't need to see that because somebody's on it.
Oh, it embiggens both states, I see. That's annoying.
Oh, I stopped. Leave my stuff alone.
Okay, cool.
Just put it on the building.
Yeah.
Close enough, yeah. So, Dan next year.
Yeah, if only it was my turn.
Fuck off, Dan.
Oh, look at that. That's almost by magic. Okay. I mean, so what is blocked?
Communist utopia.
So these 2 would normally be blocked right now, but I could
There's
still go
3
there.
blocking. There's 3 block spaces each in each.
Actually, because we flip them each time, I just need to look for the red, don't
Yeah.
I? Okay, sure. But I don't really.
I don't know what to do. I have no idea what the strategy is yet.
Yeah.
It looks like you've got to balance off doing production actions which piss people off with sending them to things that make them happy, but using user. Yeah.
The beer
So
house
you-
makes them happy at the cost of a crystal.
But the warehouse will fuck people over as well.
Okay, I'm gonna
I think
just.
there's going to be a lot of dickery
Who's this?
once we work out.
Is she the bureaucrat? Yeah. Okay.
What
just gonna-
points do we start on? We're starting on 5, yeah?
5 points, yeah.
I'm just gonna do this because I can, because my ability allows me to. I'm gonna send her there,
Okay, so we'll put a marker on.
but she's gonna lose her morale.
Bottom
Actually-
left.
Yeah, shuffle that up, or not.
And just draw one.
Maybe do a discard pile over here or something.
Yep. So I've just drawn it into hand. Nothing.
Ha! Well, now the spaceship's more attractive to go to.
Turn over.
Okay.
So you could just leave yours stand. In fact, in this phase, we can leave them standing because we know we don't move them again.
Yeah. I like them lying down. So
I prefer it lying down, to be honest.
I have to get
Oh,
quite
okay,
an
okay,
oblique-
okay.
I have to get quite an oblique angle to see what's left. Which actually, you know what? I don't even need to do that. I can just look at which you've got the discs on. So who gets a bonus for the shepherd?
I'm
action?
assuming this is going to be easier to look at in real life.
Yeah, for sure.
So I shall take the shepherd up here. And
No mood alteration, but you generate a wall.
that's what. And I get a bump on the production track.
Bingo. I stuck a wall in the storehouse. We can all use it.
And that's it. That's the phase.
That's
over.
round 1 over. So the farmer bumps up a mood because he didn't have to work. The miner bumps up a mood. He must be happy not having to go to the mine. And the fisherman didn't bother fishing, so he's also a bit happier.
Yep.
I passed the first player marker to Dan. All of these spaces open up.
Yep. And it's daytime.
So the only difference on this phase is we must move every single worker. There's 3 of us, there's 6 workers, 2 workers get moved each. It does say in a 4-player game you do not get an equal number of worker moves.
Ooh. I think this is probably better at 3 then, isn't it?
Potentially, yeah.
If you're looking for ultimate balance, yeah.
But I think you get the same number of worker moves in total over the 2 rounds, basically.
I see. So somebody's going to have a shorter round. Yeah.
It's a bit like how Rising Sun still sort of works, despite.
Okay, so and these stand up now. Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't remember where the last one had been.
So what I find interesting in this is you can manipulate it sometimes such that, there's some. I think there's some strategy in.
I'm ready, by the way. So I'm going to take this bureaucrat, place it there.
Well, who? Oh, because you got to be a.
Yeah.
I'll just move this for you. So bureaucrat onto there.
Yeah, and then I will give her the morale bump, and then I will hurt that one.
Oh.
And then I'll turn that wall into a crystal.
You're not being a very good party member, Daniel.
No. I think didn't you spend the wall to do the morale?
Oh, that's right. You only do one of the 2 things, don't you?
Yeah.
I'll leave the crystal there
yeah.
then. Sorry, the wall there. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. It's one or the other. Of course it is.
No. You spent the wall.
Oh, I see. If there was 2 things there, could you do both?
Let's have a look. I don't think so, but let's have a look. Storehouse. You may either discard one, or pay 1. You can do one of those actions.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, sorry, I should have to turn on you. I think this game might be okay, 35 quid as well, so...
Well, it's 35 quid. It's probably £34.50 overdone, but... No, I'm joking. I have no freaking clue.
It's difficult, this.
It is, isn't it? So who have we got left? The fishy, the miner, and the farmer. I can't use the miner in the mine because the commissar's there, but if I use the commissar, I can crystal up somewhere. So...
Yeah, it does say just specifically you cannot move a worker into a location occupied by another worker except for the barracks and the field kitchen.
So it's a bit like Outpost in that way. Not Outpost. What's that one that you like?
Outlive.
Outlive, that's it.
Yeah, there's going to be some strategy in when to move workers and to where. Definitely won't be as good as Outlive.
Absolutely.
She has Mickey Mouse ears. Dan is currently winning this area for 0 points.
Why are these on 1? Didn't they start as neutral?
They at the end of the morning.
Oh, that's right. They buffed because of that.
Which makes them more attractive to use, right?
Yeah.
This is a pain in the arse. Somebody's undone all my good actions.
So just if you were wondering, what we do before we give player powers normally is we'll deal out 3 location cards and block them in the morning. Then deal another 3 and block them in the evening. Then put all the cards back in the deck and deal them out.
Yeah. At some point, Stu, me and you need to do the 1-2 combo of I'll move that person, and then you put someone there in it, so that Russ doesn't get to use his ability. And the person
I move the shepherd up into the that location.
You guys worry about your own bloody abilities.
The shepherd up there is good for him because he can just reuse the spot without having to move it.
Where? I used the shepherd.
And he wants to actually be there.
You downgraded my shepherd. That's why he's at -1, didn't you?
Yeah, Dan sold some wool to piss off the shepherd. Don't know why that would do that.
Yeah.
I made that wall, you prick.
I'm trying to work out how to get my player power to work, but I don't think I can. And my other one doesn't matter, so it doesn't really matter. With no resources on the barn at the moment, because some cock has sold them off.
Them? You say like there was loads there. I just simply moved 1. A cheeky 1, that was it.
You sold off the black market.
Yeah, but Stu went through all the effort to make it.
I know.
Well, he wants to see his goods
I guided
get...
my friend into making it.
Look, guys, if you want 3 bumps on this track, just go to this space.
I've given you the ultimate satisfaction, though, Stu. I mean, like...
Actually, my power is just like a one worse. It's like a slightly better version of this space, basically.
Except without getting the goods for the rest of us to use.
That's true.
So for you, it's just slightly worse. Okay, I've no idea. I'll take the fisherman and go fishing.
Okay, so you draw 2, keep 1.
So give it a quick shuffle, draw 2. Fucking hell. I'll take that one and discard that one.
That gives you a mood boost as well for the fisherman.
So onto the fisherman, wherever he is there. So he gets
Oh,
a
the
move
fisherman's
on.
attractive.
Right, and we get 2 fish into the supply.
I've increased you twice on the production.
Thank you very much.
So there's only 1 fish left in the lake. Well then, I don't want to move off the coal house, but I think I want to influence one of these happy workers. So if I find a fish in here, I'll get the 3rd fish. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt that because there's wilds in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
In the fish one, no, there's not wilds in the fish.
No,
There are
in
the
the
rocket
space
one.
one.
Wilds are in there, yeah.
So I'm gonna send the the miner. Actually, I'm gonna send the miner over here.
So he gets sad.
I put a marker on the miner.
I've done his sadness.
Yep. I'm gonna shuffle this.
That's all you need to do. It's one thing that Carl doesn't do when he's playing.
I did not find the fish. I found a wool and a crystal. So I get a production bump. I don't get this till I pass it, and the wool's been added. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh no, the wool. I don't get a production bump. You don't get
'Cause it's not
production
that.
bumps. Yeah.
But you got a crystal, yeah?
Nope, but I'll get one now.
On me?
On you.
Okay. I think I might just go and guarantee the fish then by going here.
I didn't even think of that.
Especially with your special action. Oh no, it doesn't count, does it?
2 unhappiness though. That's big game.
Yeah, but I'll just do it to someone who we obviously don't care about. That's tied. Woohoo. If they're at minus, if they can't go down 2, it doesn't matter. You don't get extra penalty for not being able to move them down, right?
It's the farmer or the shepherd down those. Oh no, the admin.
There's 3 available for me to use because
Yeah.
obviously this is my second action. Now, if we do that 1-2 combo, Stu, I need to now move this guy.
Well, the miner's down though.
How's that relevant? I move this one, and then you put anyone else in there because his ability doesn't care who he places there. He just wants to place anyone there to trigger it.
What Stu's getting at is if he goes there with anybody, he puts a disc on it, and their mood goes down twice.
So
Oh,
I
that's
ain't doing
fine.
it.
You just cause a tie, don't you? And then everyone loses the points, and it's fine. And also, there's another 3 phases left to go. So we're
My communist brothers. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there is a max and min on the tracks, so nothing bad happens.
yeah, okay.
So you can't really tank somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do it with the shepherd.
Here he comes.
I can't do
Yeah,
that
I've got
one.
Top right. So
There
he
you go.
goes down only by 1.
Yeah,
And then there's a wheat,
so it's 3
a
production
wall,
bombs.
and I'm going to take the 2 fish off and put one there. So you get a point, Dan,
Yeah!
because you've exported a fish back to Earth, I presume. I don't know. I
Back
don't know what the
to
theme is.
Earth. Yeah, because of where
So we're not on Earth. We've crashed in the spaceship.
There is a little. In 1969, the first step on the moon is put an end to the space race, or has it? A secret Soviet mission sent to build a new world where all people could be equal and work for the common good was destined to reach much further than the moon. The magnificent ship Krasnaya Zaraya crash-landed on a hospitable planet, which is now yours. Your fathers have worked hard to recreate the best from the world they have, and now it is your task to guide your comrades to happiness and prosperity. Only together can you succeed in this task. but only one of you can win.
Right. So I'm left with the farmer.
When the farmer brings a sausage, we put it in a pan, and we eat it up so tasty, so we grow into a man.
Actually, I shouldn't have used the farmer, but never mind.
The shepherd, you mean?
Oh, sorry, I was piggybacking off what he said. Yeah, I shouldn't have used the shepherd.
I think my only choice really is to do the same.
Hang on, was there already... Did somebody add this twice? I thought there was only 2 fish in this storehouse.
No, there was something else.
2 fish, and there was
There
No,
shouldn't-
Dan spent the wall.
What did you get? You got a wall from over
Oh,
here.
yeah. So there should be a second wall, but not a second wheat.
Yeah, I don't think the wheat's correct.
I think we both added the...
Which is why I shouldn't have moved the shepherd, because I've allowed that spot to be opened again, but it is a morale drop.
I know, but I think that's my best option.
So I've got your influence marker on farmer, he morale downs.
Hold on.
Let's change all that back.
No. Keep it. I'm going to send the farmer to the wheat field so he doesn't lose a morale. She doesn't lose a morale, but I'm going to do my action, which is to add
Oh, yeah.
a wool on there instead of that. So I get a point because I've exported a wool, and I get a point because I've done a bump because I have done a production.
Very good. I forgot about your special ability.
Do you get what
Yeah,
you've
so
landed on now straight away, yeah?
No,
No, when
get-
you pass it.
Okay.
Like it's like that classic board game Monopoly, basically.
End your turn.
Sorry, yeah. Just checking in my head that.
So I've already influenced the bureaucrat. The bureaucrat doesn't like going there. That's very annoying.
Yeah, doesn't like going drinking.
But the bureaucrat doesn't lose anything here.
The bureaucrat is hard because they don't gain anything anywhere other than going to bed and going to lunch.
Yeah. But here at least I think their mood
Stays
doesn't
the same,
worsen.
yeah.
And you've got 2 crystals to spend.
I think I can only put 1 in. Let's have a look.
No, but you've got a spare. Right? You know, this one down here is quite useful for bumping up stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Go on then. I will deposit a crystal there. That is the end of the round. So what we do now is we pass the first player marker. So if you want to pass the turn to Stu as well. We stand everyone up.
That's weird, actually. Oh, my timing on my turn is now effectively 4 away from what my last one was.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Is everyone stood up? I can't see everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's 6? 6. Canal. Okay, so in this phase, you can. Let me just check. During lunch, you can only move workers to the field kitchen. Moreover, that location is only available during lunch. Lunch ends after each player has taken 1 turn. So, Stu, you get a guaranteed mood increase on someone and a disc. I quite like that.
Yeah.
So at the moment, with the white fella, the top right,
You're going to get -2 points.
both Russ and I are losing 2 points on that.
Correct.
If I move him, I get a disc on it, and I'm losing the point, and Russ isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right, Stu.
So I'm disincentivized to do that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure that I'm reading that correctly. There's no point moving the administrator because Dan's got 2 discs on her. So really, I think the fisherman has earned his supper. Really,
He did do a lot of work.
he did do, didn't he?
So I'll get your disc on the fisherman
Thank you.
and a mood bump. Unless Stan's already done the mood bump.
I've not.
Yeah.
Alright, pass the turn. Alright, so currently I think That's 0 points. Yeah, I'm gonna stick the miner over to have lunch.
Okay, so he goes up by 1. Done the morale.
That's me.
So it's a case of, do I do my own one, or do
get in
I
on some other action.
tie somewhere else type thing? And then Russ will be
I
first.
do think the farmers worked very hard for you, Dan.
Screw you.
It's 2 points versus 1. That's all I'm saying.
Russ will go first, and then it will be me as well.
This is a shit round to go first in, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that.
No, this current round. I'm not,
Oh yeah. But I will say, actually, no. Me going first is great because I can just go to the coal mine again.
That's what I mean. You're done. It's worked out well for you. For me, being first in this round has given me no massive benefit because you're not blocking that space out.
Yeah, I think if I move that person again, I think it's just too many on it really.
You're guaranteeing one.
No,
point.
because if I move it up one, then it's an easy target to move to the mine, for example, for a -2, and I'd still have the control.
Yeah.
So I think I will move the farmer. And there's no point in standing them down. So I'll move the farmer as an influence.
Morale has gone up.
We get a morale each.
And that's it. That's the end of lunch.
You know, can you, when you're doing the scripting, Russ, when you change the state, can you indicate something on the board over here that links to it to show that that's been moved?
I'm very unlikely to do any scripting for this.
Right,
that's a big time investment.
Why is the other fish card? No, we want to see that these are out.
Do you want to? Yeah, lay them out like that. That's good.
Okay.
And I'll move this book as well over there. We can see what's come out then, can't we?
Yeah.
It's not hidden information, so.
No, it's not. Okay. So I do want to use the coal mine while it's open.
Yeah, you should send the fisherman there for sure.
Let's have a look. So fisherman. That's just. I can't see why.
Well, because you're
He's trying to dick me over.
because it's got +2 right now. He's so close to the top.
I don't care who goes there. I'm going to score 2 points in a crystal.
But you want to lower the morale, but then not take the majority, though, right? Isn't that a thing? Because you're gonna lower that person's morale, so you can take points off Stu while also getting what you want. Isn't that a good thing?
But I could also get in on the farmer action. So I could either, because that's not even costing Stu a point. It's 2-2.
Yeah, but we've got to attack it together.
I'm gonna score my own points, Dan. Thank you very much. I'm gonna send the farmer to the mine using my ability. So I'm gonna stick a disc on the farmer. It drops his morale down.
You get 3 rotation.
And I get 3 bumps. So I go 1, 2, 3, which gives me 2 points.
Yeah.
And a crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Is that crystal because you went past it, or is that crystal your action?
No, it's when you pass this spot, you get 2 points in a crystal.
Okay then.
Sausages are tasty. Lovely, lovely food. But you mustn't eat them hasty, because that isn't very good.
Who do I want to go and influence?
There's some... I'm discovering already there's some difficulty on the area control side of this. It's actually quite...
You have to think hard about how things go, and also when there's an option to do something.
Yeah, there's quite a challenge going on here with some of this. Okay, I'm going to...
Fucking loves that bureaucrat, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm going to move the bureaucrat up there, but I'm going to do my replacement effect, so I'm just going to give it a double morale bump.
Yeah, makes sense. I like these asymmetric powers actually.
Right, so who have we got left? We've left with the farmer, the shepherd, the miner, and the bishop. Oh, and the commissar. So, okay, what was the red building thing again?
So if you send the commissar, he produces a crystal.
Yeah.
Anybody else makes the commissar happy, and you get to move someone's disc.
Oh.
But you cannot move the disc to or from the worker visiting this location.
I was going to move the discs around on there, but it just makes the commissars too happy.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure it'll balance out.
I think there's some strategy though there's bumps from 2 to 2.
Yeah.
So there's sometimes you might want to do it just to.
Yeah.
Whether you should do it now, probably not. I think the iconography is good actually after the teach.
Yeah, it's we're specialising into workers, aren't you? And I think what am I going to do? So she's down. Let's say fisherman, miner. The miner's mine is gone. Might be interesting.
Someone had the audacity to ask if I added solo rules.
I know, I saw.
If you had the solar rule.
If you added the solo rules to the mod.
The reason they're not scanned is because I literally have a box upstairs that's marked solo, and I just put all solo components into it. They're all bagged though, so if I want to sell the game, I can just take them and put them in the box.
Yeah, I do the same.
I tried a solo of Yedo the other day, but got lost in the rules and then complained, and the designer clarified for it. But the rule book for the solo rules is just shit.
You think about your turn, Stu, before you carry on talking.
I am. I don't know. Honestly, the problem I have with this is I don't grok what's best for me or what's
yeah, God knows.
worst for
I told
you.
Dan about Nanty-narking. He's well up for a game.
Yes, nice. Also, I'd like to point out that I'm currently winning this race. Yeah, baby. 4 points for me.
Well, that's what I was trying to work out.
Well, Andy's got
how
two
I can-
crystals. Put it this way, Stu. You can drop someone here. You can trade that thing into a crystal.
Did we flip the tokens for night time?
We're not
No,
there
you
yet.
know they don't flip till here. Next phase.
Okay.
By the way, Stu, you can put a guy here. You can trade that thing into a crystal, and then passively use your ability to put the crystal on the track.
Well, that was yeah.
As long as
I was
she
trying to work.
moves that.
I was trying to work out how to get more goods on this track, because I think if you can get up here, you're getting 3 points, and I think
The only problem with you
Yeah.
doing that is it reopens this spot up here for maybe Russ to go and re-add a crystal.
yeah. So spend the wheat. And
Gain a
then-
crystal.
And then that crystal goes directly.
Nice.
And I get a
I've done that.
oh, you've done. She doesn't go up in it. She's not happy about anything. So no, done.
All right.
And at least if someone else puts someone there now, she'll get happier.
So, I don't really want to. Sort of want to piss off the fisherman.
Was,
Yeah, I can't go here.
we can do a combo turn though. You could move it, and then I could put the fisherman there.
But then, if I manipulate the shepherd, I'm losing 2 points. So
Why?
because he's on -2.
Oh, I see. I see.
I mean, I am currently losing 2 points, but I think I can do something about it. I think I will do something about it, actually.
That's actually quite
Yeah.
funny. If you don't move the shepherd, and
I am
I
going
then
to
move
do
someone else, yeah, one of you two would then be forced to.
I'm going here. So
Lay him
Shepherd's
down
going-
when you move him.
Lay him down, yeah. I'm going to spend a. So, firstly, he isn't the commissar, so he gets 2 bumps. Saves me some points. Then I'm going to spend a crystal. Now, I don't think I can manipulate the shepherd himself here. I'm just going to have a look.
No. He's buying a beer for somebody.
You may pay 1 crystal to make anyone work or gain 1 mood, and any lose 1 mood, so I can.
And that one there is specific to not the person who goes there, right?
Yes. So, no, this is related to mood though. That's moving discs around.
Yeah.
So, I'm winning here for no points, and I'm winning here for 1 point.
Well,
And
you obviously take this guy down, and you put one of your ones up.
Minus
No,
1
hey,
here.
leave, if you're taking anybody down, take this one down because she's easily going to be worth more points, and Dan can use her to manipulate. If he moves her onto that section there, not only does he get a crystal, but he gets to move shit around. Oh, no,
Yeah, but that's the only one I'm in contention with. Whereas you're
But anyway,
in contention
I'm
for loads of
definitely
them.
moving this one up.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
And
my
it is
take. That's
between
my
these
take on it.
two.
I mean, my
But
take on it.
my issue is moving this down is literally doing nothing right now.
Yeah, but then I can easily send it there, and then it will go down twice more.
But are you going to do that?
Well, yeah.
So
why not?
who? The thing is, who are we forcing to move who where?
Yeah, I mean, so someone has to move the miner, which will be your one,
Which doesn't affect me at all, but they can affect his mood.
of course. But don't forget, we're also going to be able to send someone to sleepy time.
Yeah, this is interesting. Go on. I've done the fisherman. Sorry, Stu.
They're a twats, they really are.
Now, do I want to do the fisherman is the question.
This game's actually quite cutthroat.
And I see why Carl doesn't like playing with you.
So it's the fisherman or the miner. So I can influence the miner to basically make wheat be unhappy about it. But then Stu gets the control of the fisherman, which will give him a double bump. I have to move the fisherman. It's the only choice.
Why don't you give me a double bump?
Well, because if I move the miner and I don't put it here, then you just send the fisherman here. You reshuffle the deck. He gets another double happiness, and you get to the
He
He
doesn't
won't get. He doesn't get a double happiness.
Oh, he doesn't get double happy, does he? No, he will become happy. Oh, if you pull that. That's
If
the thing, isn't it?
There's a one
I
in
manage to draw that one card out of the deck,
I
It's
suppose
the 1 in
that-
6.
Yeah, sorry, I suppose that's slightly true, isn't it? But I should
1 in
definitely hit someone morale that I don't care about, I suppose. That's the smart choice.
Well, I'm only getting 1 point.
No, you got 2 here.
2 points.
But then it leaves this available for a token move, which can steal control somewhere or level it out or something.
I'm starting to become aware of what a bastard this game is.
Yeah.
Have you really?
I don't know what we lost your sentence there, but I'm pretty sure it was basically the same thing.
So the interesting thing as well is you could, if you just want to affect their mood, you could just go to the spaceship and crystal hunt, which could also get you some production as well. I don't know, or not production, but some goods, crystals.
Yeah, but this gets me 3 goods.
That gets you actual 3 bumps, yeah. So
Fisherman,
at the cost of someone's morale.
double morale hit, add a token, and then I'll add 1 of each resource. Give me 3 bumps.
Yeah, I'll
which
give you
will-
3 bumps,
which
which
will
gives
pass
you a
the
crystal.
line.
1, 2, 3.
What's
I've given
the
you 2 points.
third
You just need to grab a crystal.
resource? It's the wool, isn't it? Get the crystal. Done.
There's
So you have to manipulate the miner. The miner currently it's only affecting me. So you probably want to reduce his mood, right?
the miner's the middle right guy, isn't he?
No, top. This one, yeah. This one. So no matter what you do, unless you get him in the night phase, I'm probably scoring whatever points he lands on. What a cunt of a game.
Fine. Okay, so we're not in the night phase. That I can't take that. Fishing doesn't really make any sense to do it with. Can't take the mine, so I've got the spaceship, the bureaucracy hall, whatever it is.
The bureaucracy hall though will make Dan's character happy, but It's no points change currently, but Dan could use them again in the night phase. I'm fucking losing a point down here. Fuck's sake.
I might sort that out because Dan's been such a twat. I think it's probably better that I help us both out and not give him a benefit.
Dan's going first next round as well.
You're just only sending someone at night, isn't it? Which means I get the
Well, no,
final
that-
say.
Well, you don't forget at night, it's just a few spaces are blocked, and the barracks is open, but it's not like lunch. You can still go anywhere.
Yes. Yeah, you put them to work.
Yeah, it's just you're guaranteeing a mood increase here.
So I'm sending the miner to Lenin's statue, whatever that is.
Okay, that will make her
bureaucrat
happy.
The
commissar.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the commissar? Yeah,
It's
the
got
commissar.
and then I'm going to put a crystal on my spot.
That's
And
not
basically-
that's not exactly great for me, Stu.
Well, I saved your point. You know, what can I do? I did what I said, which will save us both a point.
That's very true. That's it then. So everyone stands up. We move on to the night phase. I pass the marker to Dan, and because it's the night phase, there's no fishing, there's no farming, and there's no getting a wall,
Yeah.
unless you are Dan's bureaucrat.
So
The other option available is you may send a worker to the barracks, which is just a mood bump. And in this phase as well, much like the morning, we're not moving all the workers. We're going to move one worker each.
yes. And you said this spot here about a disc being moved.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can't influence the worker who is here.
Yeah, but if you use anybody but your administrator, they will get a bump, and that's when you move your discs. Otherwise, the
Yeah.
administrator just gets a crystal.
For our glorious leader.
So my available options to move someone to is basically here, here. Not there. In fact, I could do it there because I'm allowed to break.
You
that rule.
you could win the farmer. Is another option. I don't know if you'd considered that.
Because the farmer's there, so I could put the farmer there basically, which will make my other one happier. Not that that actually matters, because
No extra bump.
although it does stop them being moved somewhere where they might become unhappy. No, because they could become double unhappy here.
This is a game of AP.
But I could move the farmer to influence the farmer, but then add a disc, move a disc from one to another, and this is a complicated game, isn't it? Really?
I
Dude.
thought it was going to be lighter than this. But this
It's light. It's light in rules overhead. The
Yeah.
depth is
All right,
is-
I'll do this and just see what happens.
all I'm saying is I think I'm pleasantly surprised.
yeah.
So I'm going to move that, which will
Yes.
add an influence.
Yeah, it'll bump your
Done.
bureaucrat.
It will also bump that one.
And then you can move one disc from any worker to another worker, but it can't be the farmer.
Yeah. So
You can't move to the farmer or from the farmer.
Yeah.
But he can go and steal.
Well, I can't steal any. I can tie or
Or take.
take.
Although-
Well, I can't take anything. That's the thing. I more deny
You can
being.
take- you've taken the farmer, haven't you? Sorry. Let's just.
Yes.
I didn't see that.
So I win. I
second
win the farmer. I'm currently got this one, although this one could have a -2 morale drop, but still be positive, which I think is fine. So I should just pick one of these up really, and put it somewhere and join you somewhere else in case you morale bump elsewhere.
The only one to do is the bottom right, then, isn't it? The administrator woman.
Yeah, there's no point in me going there because if you move that one, you'll then win it again.
Yeah.
Same for that one. So I think it only really goes there,
Which is.
and then we share in the pain. Although someone else just moves that one, they win it again. But whatever.
Yeah, but you're right. You may as well move one off of the bureaucrat.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
Alright,
I can't in my turn,
so-
but it's now Stu's anyway.
It's because it was on Stu. So Stu, this is your last round of the phase, and then we're at the halfway. Then we just do that whole thing one more time, and the game ends.
Because the other thing you could obviously do is send someone to the night time to influence them and make them happier at the same time.
Yeah. So you got to be careful of what I'm going to do, I suppose. Going last is good actually here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a flip up of do you hit someone else's morale or just go and secure your own better? Isn't it?
Fisherman can't use his power. But
Oh, because the lake's closed.
because the lake is closed, which leaves him risky to do. Right, so who am I with? I am not winning anybody but the fisherman at the moment.
Well, almost anyone you send to the barracks, you can either win with them in a positive manner or tie in a positive manner. I mean, my other choice, of course, was to not move my disc, but to take one of Russ's off, but that doesn't actually help me at all.
I'm last place, so I'm less of a threat than you are, Dan. If I'm putting myself in Russ's shoes.
Is he trying to get in my brain? I'm just going to take whatever plays good for me.
Well, that's you know. This is a game of Munchkin where you drag somebody down to your own level, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, but it's not infinite, at least.
It is not.
When the farmer brings a sausage. I like that both of the affect somebody else's mood spaces are currently closed. Storehouse and the beer house.
Yeah.
When I say closed, I mean occupied. I wonder if Carl's playing Lost Ruins again on his own. Yeah, he is. That game does look good. It does look good.
Do you know why he's doing that? Because he wants a leg up for when he plays with the rest of us.
Oh yeah. Did you? What was he? Oh, Tricarion that he played like 6 times solo to try and stand a chance of getting close to you, didn't he?
Yeah. Bless him. Oh.
He still then was 3rd out of the 3.
He needs to place a little bit less stock in where he finishes in games, and then he'll be fine.
Yep.
Well, he really should do because he doesn't finish first a lot.
But most people don't, because board gaming is zero sum.
Well, it's less than 0 sum.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing 2 players, and even then, that's no good to me. That doesn't give me any benefit. All it does, I would take a point. How much is a point? Quite a lot, actually. A single point is quite good, isn't it?
I think so.
Absolutely. Because considering everything is such low scoring anyway.
I can't imagine, like, the track goes to 33 for a reason. I imagine most games are going to finish around 17, 18, 19.
So
I reckon there's extreme circumstances to score more. Oh, yeah.
I think the bureaucrat sending the bureaucrat to the mine
takes 1 point off me.
Takes the morale of the bureaucrat down 2, and
produces a coal.
But that then moves me round, which gives me 2 points and
Done.
a crystal.
Give you your points.
Done.
Okay, so I can just straight up win the bureaucrat here.
Be right back.
How? Sorry?
Just by moving it to the barracks. The
Okay,
commissar.
That's not the bureaucrat. Yeah, that's not the
commissar.
bureaucrat. Yeah.
Sorry, internet. It's the commissar. I don't really want to affect this too much. Doesn't really seem points.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Stu did that, if I'm honest, because you're able to now win 3 of them.
So I've won this. Yeah, and I can win this.
Yeah, exactly.
Which seems good to me.
So you took 1 point off me, but allowed Russ to basically get +2.
And I think, let me just double check here. Go in here's not worth it. Go in here's not worth it. Can't go there. Can't go there. Can't go there. Going here's not worth it. I think literally my only move is that. Not there. There.
Yeah. Influence and morale boot bump.
which I think is fine.
Yeah, definitely.
So what we do now is we pass the first player marker to Stu. We end the first round, and we check each worker's mood. So as you deduced, I'll be getting 1 point for this chap. Can you reset him to 0, please?
Yes. You're going to get 1 point for this chap as well, so take it.
Yep. Nice. Done my point.
I'll get 1 point for this chap.
Yep, done.
Stu gets nothing for this one.
Okay, done.
I get 1 point for this one.
Done. And I get a point there.
And then you get a point for this one.
Hello. What did you screw me over?
Oh, we were just basically saying I was so surprised that you affected that one, because then you allowed Russ to win that one, and that one. So I went down a point, but Russ went plus 2 points because of that. So Russ scored 3, I scored 2, you scored 0 at the end of that.
Fine.
But you are obviously currently winning the crystal game.
Yes, which is...
everyone stands up.
Everyone stands up and they go to the barracks.
Whether they were there or not.
Yes. Then we flip the morning tokens back. No, that's right. And basically,
That's it.
guys, we do that one more time, and then the game is over.
Yeah.
Only this time, there's some stuff in the storehouse, and the ship's been mined, the lake's been a bit mined.
Yeah.
Go.
We've reset everything back to normal.
Interesting. This is a sort of game, it's kind of like fine to play, but I would kind of begrudge it sitting on the shelf taking up a slot.
I think I'm okay with it. Roncon group's sort of in peril because we don't know if we're going to carry on with the group. But this is the kind of game that I know there's a guy called Chris and a guy called Dave that they love games like this, where it's just a few meeples, a few decisions to make. And this is a good group game.
Yeah.
It was 30 quid, and the box is fucking tiny. So it sort of lives.
Is it like the original Raiders size?
Yeah, it's very, very small.
Minor to the mine. Minor to the mine. I'll take the 2 coal.
And then, but don't.
But don't.
Just give
I
yourself a
So I
point.
get a point for the miner. I get 2 bumps on there for that, and that's it. Yeah.
That's an awful blocking move.
Thank you very much.
All right.
So you see, when Dan goes on about these double moves, I was trying to time it for a move where I would get all of the benefit and he would get none.
Oh, this is a one shot each as well.
What is?
This round is everyone moves them one
Yeah.
each.
Yeah.
And wasn't there something about if you don't send them out that they become happier? Is that a
So
thing?
in this phase only, anybody you don't send out working gains a mood.
Okay.
Because they're lying.
Yeah, that's the same, isn't it? I don't want to produce any of these 3 resources.
Because then I can react to it, yeah.
Because unless you can block him from doing it,
You can't.
because he hasn't got. I mean, what do you mean he can't?
Well, put it this way, if he produces any one resource, I can just go there and trade a crystal for the third
Oh,
one.
I see. Yeah.
I'm going to make the bureaucrat, the commissar, a bit more attractive to people, I think.
Which one's the commissar again?
The red
Red.
one.
Okay.
But I'm going to do that by
Not moving it.
sending the shepherd here.
So
So
I'm
he
going to
gains
bump
the shepherd
the
gains
commissar's
mood,
morale. Done.
and the morale thing gets morale, and I'm going to deposit a crystal as well.
Shepherd doesn't gain it. Oh yes, he does.
Anybody but the commissar gains a mood, but they give the commissar a mood. It's interesting. But I've moved the shepherd because I could just reuse him in that spot if I get another crystal.
Oh, yeah, clever. And by blocking anybody else from putting their crystal in there.
Yeah, but except you bellend. I like the asymmetric powers actually.
Yeah, I think they add some more to it, don't they? They kind of
So who was first? So it would Russ be first.
Yeah.
Rusted. So Stu will be last, and then it will jump back to me. So I'll
come on,
effectively have
Fernandez.
a 1 point. Yeah, I'll have a slight.
I appreciate you both coming to help me learn this game. By the way, thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, when you get a new game, you just want to get it learned.
It's okay. It's okay. You're welcome.
I usually just play double-handed, but it doesn't always give you a feel for how the game works.
No,
in
especially this
competition.
one because it's got quite high player interaction.
Yeah, a lot of dickery.
Okay, I am going to.
This is the last move off the phase.
I'm going to send the fisherman here,
Okay, so you've manipulated Mr. Fishy.
and the bureaucrat gets happier because of it.
Yeah, and then you can move a disc.
And then I will move a disc, and I'll take this one away.
Stick it on the commissar?
No, I'll put it here.
You bellend. Okay. So, anybody who didn't move gets a mood. So, done, and done.
And then we're
Okay.
over here.
They've had a lovely lie-in.
Every space is now available.
Every space is now available. Who's first? Is it me?
Uh-huh.
Holy shit, boys.
Yeah.
Okay. So, obviously, the bottom two look very attractive.
Just consider that after your last action, you won't have one for another 4 turns.
Yeah. I'm okay, because I know what my next action is going to be. Yeah, I'm sending the commissar to the storehouse. And I'm going to spend...
Why did you make him happier, by the way? Oh, because you're about to do that.
I shouldn't have. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I am about to do that. I've set it back just so we're on the same page. I'm going to... No, I'm not doing that. I'm going to spend this fish for a crystal.
Okay. Right on.
I made him happier because, for some reason, I thought because I was influencing him, he should be happy.
No.
Yeah.
If anything, quite the opposite.
Okay, I'm going to move the bureaucrat up here, replace effect, and double their morale twice.
It's a good card, that.
Oh, what a pile of shit. Two moves I was looking at.
And I'll be honest with you, Stu, I moved this just to stop you competing with me on crystals.
I know exactly what you did and why you did it. And there's nothing you can do when you're in that turn order, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd love to get in the crystal game, but it seems quite far away.
Well, at the moment, both Russ and I are on 4 points.
Yeah, that's the problem. I need to get at least. I mean, if
You
I
need
get
to
one
get-
on there, I doubt I'm getting 2, right? I'll probably only get 1 or something.
Yeah.
Or am I getting the 2?
How would you get 2 on there?
Because it's the next scoring category if you guys are a tie.
I don't know how that would work.
I mean, one.
Ordinarily, I'd say you'd be last because we
No,
take
no,
30
it's-
Yeah, but it's positive points in this because it's, as we know.
No, I know that, but what I mean is normally
Yeah.
when you have a first, second, third, and you got equal first, the next place is then third.
That's what
and
I
Yeah,
second.
you would still be third. It says, and like just in verbatim English, at the end of the game, the players who donated to crystals gain 4 VP if they donated the most, 2 VP for second place, and 1 VP for third place.
Yeah.
In the case of a tie, all tie players earn the full amount of VP. Stu's right. The third player would be in third place.
That's what I assumed.
Yeah, just in how English works, basically, not in how.
But it's a point if you can get a crystal in there versus half a point if the crystal's sat in your.
Yeah, but the thing is, he has a point from these 2 crystals, but if he gets a third, he might be incentivized to get it up there.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up all of them up there. I'm going to get 3 up there. Don't you worry. And then you guys aren't going to get anything.
Filthy.
Never mind Stu's power. I mean, Stu basically shouldn't lose the crystal game.
It depends on the board state. I'm sending the farmer up to go to do some farming, so
Yeah.
I will get a bump on the production track.
Have you done that?
Doesn't Yes, I have. She doesn't lose any power. She is not going to produce some corn, however. She's going to make some coal. She's burnt all that fucking wheat down.
And that's because there can't be a third coal gain. Nice.
Yep. Not for a while, at least. Oh, hold on. Just check. Oh, it's the farmer. Fine. Okay. I thought he could flip the mine around and we. No,
Yeah,
it's the
that'd be pretty-
farmer.
that'd be pretty
Okay.
good,
No,
yeah.
so that's it. I think that's that's
I am in fact going to influence the shepherd again. Just going to leave him where he is with my power, which makes the commissar happy. Which
Ooh, yeah,
becomes happy, which I'm
nice.
happy with. The farmer also becomes happy because he gets happy here, and I'll deposit this crystal.
Yeah, very good. That was a great move, actually.
I thought one of you might have moved him. I was like, don't move him.
Stu didn't see it.
I
I obviously didn't as well, but
Hold on a second.
I'll
How many
bench.
goes was that?
what do you mean? How many goes?
We're in the more.
We're
we
doing
are-
it. We're doing everyone. That was Russ's second. Now it's my
Yeah,
second.
in the main phases, we move everybody.
Yeah, sorry. I thought we were still in the morning. I missed.
Okay, so can move.
I've only managed to use this once. Oh, did I use it twice? No, it's once. I think I've only used it once.
So you're left with a miner in the mine and a fisherman in the barn thing.
It's administration.
What do you think?
The miner, you'd going into a group tie on the miner, aren't you, if you go in that action? And the fisherman, you're just sort of claiming, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move the fisherman here,
Which will give him 2 mood bumps.
which will do that and double. Yeah, 2 mood bumps, and then I'll spend a crystal, and I
Give
will.
another move boom. And assuming,
I
did you
can-
say you could influence the same one again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this one says any.
doesn't care. It's just up on one, down on another.
So I've got to take. I've got to take one of these down basically. So I'm gonna.
I know what he's doing with the plus,
Well, I could take that to the 4, of course, but
but it's quite loose, isn't it? Because you're the only one on there, so we could get.
yeah, I'll pop the fisherman up one again.
He's had a very good beer.
Yeah, I love that bit. Okay, I'm
So
done.
no matter what, Stu's influencing the miner. So I'm going to put your disc on the miner now, Stu. Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Then Dan's going to get first shot on lunch, which isn't bad.
Oh yeah, because lunch is a shorter round. You won't have as big a gap as I thought you would actually.
When you go into the administration building, it's move a single disc somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, move
Yeah,
one
you-
to another, but not from the person you put there.
All right, so miner goes there. The bureaucrat becomes happy if you do that. You okay with that?
I am, because of what I'm about to do.
Join it. Nice.
Makes sense. I shouldn't have stood in. Right, so everybody stands up. We pass the first player marker to Dan. And once
Sorry.
where is everyone? There he is. And we move to lunch. Now, in lunch, as I said, we can only move to here, but it's a guaranteed move bump.
With an influence pop as well. So you don't get the mood bump if you move that one, but you do secure it a bit better, don't you?
Yeah, so you're playing the area control game on that one.
And I'm.
I sort of wish you could skip lunch and make, I don't know.
Make everybody work through lunch.
Yeah. There's no penalty. Like none of I thought maybe if you leave workers out, they should lose morale or something, but they haven't done that. I wonder if that's a balancing factor.
No. Probably. Although we seem to be quite. This turn round, we've got a lot of. Everybody's above everybody's positive. At the
Yeah,
very
well,
moment.
I've tried to play the combo with the commissar, haven't I? By exploiting
Yeah. So the issue I've got, right, is obviously I could move that and take control a bit more, or I could move one of these and tie, and then someone else takes the control there. But all of us, whoever we're moving, is basically securing. So if I like Russ should obviously do one of these two, even though he gets third choice. But then that just leaves that person open.
Yeah, I'm not making a decision until you guys have moved.
Yeah, I'll move the bureaucrat and score another.
Just
Screw another
sort of
one.
half, and don't bother standing him down because
No, I won't.
then pass it to Stu. Stu, who would you like? You want the
Because I can use her power.
oh.
I moved her. That's her power.
Yep, that seems legit.
That's absolutely right. I just double checked. So I can't do these two. So these two bottom ones are out.
Yeah.
So I could guarantee the miner. I could guarantee this, or I could get another farmer.
Better off securing your own, maybe. I don't know.
Better off getting in on somebody.
I actually agree with Stu on this instance. I'm gonna
Oh, of this instance.
In
the rest
this-
of the time, the rest of the time is bollocks, but
in this in this instance. All right, that's lunch. So we pass this round to Stu, and we're in this again as a full round. So all workers must move.
what am I doing?
I don't know, but I've got no crystal to invest in. That's very annoying.
Is this the last time these workers are going to move?
No, there's night, and at night we get one more action each, and then the game's going to end.
Yeah, we've got 3 moves each now, and the game's
Yeah.
over.
Exactly, that's exactly right.
I think the commissar's going to sell. I'm going to trade out a wool for a crystal and then use her power to put the crystal on that track.
I think I'm now going to just accept second place.
I was hoping I could do those moves because I wasn't sure how to get another one on there without that. Although you can.
All right, so if you pass the turn,
Sorry.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think I know what I need to do.
I'm just scrabbling for any points between you two. I am obviously very much a novice in this round, this game.
Well, you've both got the end game crystal scoring, at least. I've not even got near that. So you're already up to the points, +2 and +4 ahead of me.
It's quite interesting. It's the spaces that are available. So to me, it has that Outlive-esque feel to it about having spaces blocked, although it's blocked by other players, and having them move.
Yeah, it's a
and
touch on
free
Outlive,
up
that
a
mechanic.
space
Yeah.
has that. The spaces I definitely want to do.
I'm going to send a bureaucrat.
Why are you hitting me specifically? I'm not the one who's ahead of you.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not, because of your +4 up here.
Yeah, but that's all I've got. You lot have got powers in
Okay,
everything else.
Yeah, but you're also winning.
I've got it. I've got it. The miner is going to the mine. The miner's going to mine, and he's actually going to mine. So I'm going to put an influence there. He doesn't lose anything. But
Oh
he
yeah,
loses
because you
coal.
get the +2 here as well.
So I'm going to move the coal
I'll take
there.
that there, and you get 2
Phew.
points.
2 points for me, and 3 bumps on this.
Why 3?
2 bumps on this.
He saw it. Didn't think that was getting round to me.
Yeah, I would have thought that was the way of things.
I was either going here with someone to do my ability, but then I thought, fuck it, no, there's a coal there.
I was hoping that you wouldn't have noticed the coal because I specifically put it on the dark end of the barn.
Okay, I think I now need to move. Shepherd here.
Oh, you bellend.
So
That's
the
not too bad. That's not too bad. So you're going to influence the shepherd.
Yeah,
He loses 2 morale to 0.
I'll stick him on. So 1 wheat,
1, 2. I'll get 3 bumps on that track up there as well.
1 wall, 1 fish.
Oh.
We finally stopped dicking each other over and exporting stuff.
Well, it made sense for me to make sure that that was the one that could hit 3 because it's the least points.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is worth it for 3 bumps on this, isn't it? Try and get another point over.
Exactly, that's also why I did it, because now I'm only 1 bump away. Any one production now sorts that for me.
I can get in on the farmer.
I'm leaning towards actively liking this. I'm probably going to leave a 7 out of 10 on BGG for this on my first play.
I think it's -2 at the moment.
I really bother rating things.
I do, and then I look at my rating from like 3 years' time, and I'm like, no, it's not that.
I do it in sweeping moves, if anything, but yeah.
I don't have any. I think I have 110. I can't remember what my 10 was. It might be Outlive, you know.
I've got a few 10s.
I just can't find a fault with that game. This is a 4 round, isn't it? Yeah, so I've got one more.
I'm first, haven't I? So I'm trying to work out how to.
You're currently first. You'll be last in the very last round of the game, though. If that helps you. You'll have the final say.
Who do I gift a point to? Who's after me? Russ. Russ is ahead.
In my opinion, it's all about taking points off Russ at this point.
Yeah, no, I can't really do anything about taking points off Russ. I'm gonna give him.
Give him points.
Well, I'm struggling.
Can't take them away, so I'll give them.
Well, I can't. No, I literally. I mean, I've got 3 things to move. This is my thought. I've got the fisherman, of which I would have absolutely no influence over, and it would have to do an action that would be seriously beneficial. And given what there's there, I could go and make him do the farm action, and fill up that, get a single point for the fisherman, but that is it, because I've got no more ability to influence the fisherman.
There is a high roll play with the fisherman. Very high roll play as you try and find the 2 fish, because it would give you 2 points, and it would give you 4 points if that play pans out.
Because it's a 2 production.
Yeah, because it would put 2 up there. That fish would go there.
It's
and
50-50. Yeah.
over there. It's 33%, right? Because you shuffle them in and you draw 2. So
Correct.
Yeah.
that's only there once.
But yeah, otherwise there's. Well, it's.
That's
it's
why I said it's a slightly high roll play, is what I'm saying.
It's a very high roll play for me, because if I get 2 fish, I would go round and I'd get another 2 points in a crystal.
2 points of crystal, and the fish track would complete over there as well. The morale
Also, you'd be
bump,
gifting down a point, but that's besides.
You'd actually get 4 points out of that move if you did it and it worked.
Yeah,
But I can get 4 points if I move the administrator.
I'll just do that then, because that's no guarantee.
Yeah,
that's
It's
no
a
risk.
guaranteed. But that's it. It's not really taking points off of Russ at the moment.
Oh no, I can't see any points. Anything that takes points off me currently.
But what I meant was that I'm gifting you the farmer space to get at least 1 easy point, and then in on the farmer, and takes the farmer, which is +2, so that's 3 points overall.
And I'd only have to find 1 more production to go over the 2 point on the wheel.
Yeah, exactly. But then it's at least. I think I get to this point where it's the only place that I can do something is. I have to move the administrator there to get my.
You mean the bureaucrat?
Sorry, yes, the bureaucrat there.
So that gives you a crystal, adds an influence to it, and now you get to remove an influence disc.
No, I don't.
Well, move.
Oh, sorry, that's,
he
that's the
doesn't.
other
No,
type
he
of character,
doesn't.
yeah.
Absolutely right.
But if I didn't move the administrator and went there with something else, like the farmer, you could then move the administrator and take control back.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I can do.
All right, so let me talk, because it's a learning game. I don't mind talking it through. Oh, is it just the fisherman left? Am I last?
No, I am.
There's a farmer.
I get the final say in this round.
There's
Okay.
a farmer at lunch and the fisherman in the beer hut.
All right, so I could, as you say, pop up there.
Yeah, that fisherman's still on a high from this earlier.
Yeah. I could pop up here, which would get me on here.
Take control, no morale loss as well.
Point. But I actually quite like this high roll fisherman player that I've been lining out.
I mean,
for
you
it.
don't take control though. You only add one to the
Yeah,
track.
but don't forget, I'm first in the evening, so I could just move him straight there.
Yeah, but then we equal control, I guess.
Yeah. But that play gets me 4 points.
Oh, because you move him now, and if you don't draw it, you then move him again, and then you will draw it probably. That's what you maybe think.
No, he can't double move. He can only double move or stay in place move the shepherd.
No, my point is if I
Oh,
do
yeah, I
decide to move
see.
the fisherman and get the 4 points, I might then consider moving him to the barracks just to get the points.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Because I feel like I'm in a little bit of a privileged position where I don't really need to attack anyone's points. I could just try and get more points.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Yep.
if you do that with the fisherman, you get a happiness on the fisherman as well, which is an extra point.
Yeah, but I have to hit it, obviously. If I just hit one fish, it's a little bit disastrous.
That's what I was looking at.
It's
on,
not
you're
too bad
very
actually. If
tracking
you only, I mean, you don't get the high roll, but you don't get. It's not too bad of only getting one fish because the two spots the other spot that can add fish is already taken, and only you can reactivate that spot. So you would be able to still get the third fish as a higher likely on your next turn by doing the shepherd instead.
Then the shepherd
Or obviously you. Oh no, the rocket ship won't be available to you.
I'm gonna high roll it. Okay,
Good
let's go.
So you're putting both those back in, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
That was weird. Right.
Draw and flip. Oh,
Bastard.
yeah.
Fish and production.
Yeah.
And
then I have to move the farmer, so I'll influence the farmer. And he will go... I could go and get myself that point, of course.
Yeah, that's the discussion everyone was on.
Or I
Wait,
could
wait.
try and pull the random over here, maybe.
Yeah,
Well,
that doesn't
you
get you,
only-
that doesn't
you
get you
only get-
production.
Yeah, I want the production. I want to go over the line. So if I go over the line and I get the production, then that's better both ways, isn't it, really? So the only spaces available are beer again.
If you took the shepherd up to the pasture, you'd get a double happiness bump, and you'd own him
Why would you get double up here?
because of your thingy.
My
You're
thing
right,
only
top
works
right.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah, but then I'm tied on it. I'd rather not.
that's that farmer. The shepherd's the top right.
No, I've got the farmer to move, which is this one.
I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry. Yeah. No
But then also that doesn't trigger off the wheat, which is probably the
You've-
best thing I should do.
You've already placed your marker, have you? Is that what you're saying?
I've already put it on here, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was guaranteed. It was.
He
it
has to
was-
move it.
I've got to move it there. That's the only thing to do.
Okay, so you're going to get yourself a point.
So I get a point, but then I go over the line and get another 2 points.
Yeah.
And I get a crystal, which
Yeah,
is
which
technically
is
another
another
1 point.
I've done your points.
Okay, that is the end of the round. So then Russ becomes first
Yeah.
act in the final round.
This is difficult, this. I feel like that high roll play maybe was wrong, but it was fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, okay. I do sort of want to make that fish.
It's even better now. It's a 50-50 chance, isn't it?
We can't move it. You can't make the fish because this guy's
the
stuck
only way I
here.
can do it is here.
You can re-trigger the farmer, but that would actually mean you
Lose
win
the
the
point.
farmer, but on a -2.
So it negates the bonus.
Yeah. Is there any other way to make that fish?
It is. Oh no, you can't risk the rocket ship, can you? You don't want. If you're not going to make the fish, you should definitely not move the shepherd though, because then someone else can go and make the fish.
Yeah. Let me figure out the points then. So if this won't take long. So if I just do the shepherd, I'm going to lose 2 but gain 2.
So
So
net
it's
0.
It's the net 0.
But you'll be over the production with a crystal that you can't use, and you'll get 2 for the crystal bump.
2 for the
Sorry,
crystal
2
bump.
2 for the production bump.
That's what I mean. It's just I'd gain 2 here. Oh, it is actually a +2 points turn. If I
It's
do
only
that.
+2, but it could have been +4 if.
So that's and the shepherd anywhere else is nothing. So where am I winning? I'm winning this for 0. I think I've took my eye off the ball a little bit on these, haven't I? straight there. 2 points, but that doesn't change anything. This is winning. Minor. Do I have a crystal?
Are we in the nighttime phase?
Oh, of course we are.
Yeah, we are.
That and that are unavailable.
Well, that makes my job easier.
Honestly, this production phase of just getting points might be my best play.
Possibly, because it also doesn't open up another space for someone else.
So, the minor to here is a point, but it opens up the mine.
Opening up the mine doesn't really do anything except for someone hurting another character.
Yeah, which is annoying. The commissar is a 3-point swing if I can make him happy for me and Stu. And Stu's quite far behind, but is on 4 points, but I'm 2 points ahead there.
So it's only I'm only +2 ahead of you, which is not enough at the moment.
So that's tempting. That's tempting. The other play is minor to the beer house for just the mood bump, which is another 2-point play. Oh, fuck me, this game.
I just know something I can't do based on what you do. Like, for example, if you don't touch the bureaucrat, I can't touch the bureaucrat.
Yeah. But there's no point me touching the bureaucrat because I can't get involved on this.
No, I need to
try
leave. I have to allow me and Stu to tie on that 4 spot. For
Yeah. So
bureaucrat.
basically, I can get in on this.
If you move that bureaucrat, I take control of it.
Well, if you move it, then I fill it back up, and then I re-add something to the bureaucrat instead.
And then I go take that space you've just cleared,
Which space?
the one that you've just moved the bureaucrat from.
That's the
Red
one I would
House.
go to claim the bureaucrat back. I
Well, you
would
can't.
No, I would move any one there I want, and then I would
You-
move a
you can't,
disc
'cause
off
your
of the
bureaucrat's
bureaucrat.
there.
No, if Russ moves the bureaucrat, I go there
Oh.
and then take the bureaucrat back. But with an influence move. It's a really bad play for Russ, though. He wouldn't do it.
All of the fucking production phases are nighttime blocked.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Because I want this 2 points.
You can
not-
you can
you're
you can
not
risk it at the ship.
No, it doesn't move
No,
it. It's
doesn't
not
move it.
production.
Oh, sorry, I keep saying that.
It's not production. Then the fucking dick space is blocked.
Oh
This is
yeah,
This is infuriating.
and this one here, you can't trade a crystal into one that you don't have anyway. But yeah,
This is somewhat infuriating.
the commissioner doesn't want to move this round, nor does the bureaucrat.
I think I have to move the commissar.
But then you allow me to go there and trade the crystal for a fish.
Yeah. Because
Oh,
that's what I would do. I was looking to go and use the farmer in the farm.
Sorry, I'm trying to
place.
not cover up the spots.
Yeah, sorry. Ah,
So the commissioner doesn't want to move, nor does the bureaucrat.
alright, fine, I've got it. I don't know how this is going to pan out. I don't care. I'm moving the farmer here.
Okay, so you influence the farmer, and
And he gets 2 morale bumps.
okay, and you don't have a crystal for the other bit.
No.
I assume you can go there if you can't do the action.
It doesn't say yet, so let's have a look. Take an upright worker and place him flat in a different empty location. You cannot move a worker into a location occupied by another worker except for the barracks and the field kitchen. That's it. So yeah, I presume so.
So I want to go somewhere with someone. That means I either tie back control or take it. I don't want it to affect
With
the bureaucrat. I can't affect the bureaucrat basically because I risk. Like if I move the bureaucrat, sure I get another one on it. But then
you won't
Stu can just go
risk
back to the bureaucrat and then basically move one of mine off so that we tie again.
Yeah.
So that's terrible. Also the spot's quite powerful. I also should keep my crystals because 2 is worth 1 point. Even if I put one up there, I still only get 1 point.
Yep.
I can go in nighttime phases though, but I don't think there's any need to.
Only with the bureaucrat.
Only with the bureaucrat again. Yeah, so irrelevant. How funny. I don't care about the production bump, so I could risk moving someone here to try and get the fish.
which is 2 points.
And I would probably want to do it. So Stew can't affect the fisherman.
I think there's a good chance of a fish. I think there's.
There's a good chance of a
I'm
wild,
just
really.
having a look. There's
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wilds plus a fish in there. 7 out of the 10 cards.
Yeah, my
There's
best
a
chance is
70%
basically
chance.
putting someone there, and I want to put someone there where I can hurt the control but not be winning it, or tie the control into a positive number, and it might... No, it can't be the farmer, of course. That would make...
The miner would be -1 point for me.
Yeah, but then it opens up the mine for 2 for someone to move one of mine into a -2, which I wouldn't want, like the fisherman, for example. Oh, okay. If I move the fisherman,
Yep.
it still is on a 2-point swing, and also
Yep.
it's thematic because I'm looking for fish.
Yeah, that's fair.
The fisherman's in the fishing place.
And I don't want to move that one or that one. I don't care about the farmer. Yeah, it's got to be the fisherman.
So the fisherman goes down.
Fisherman
by
goes
1.
there. He goes down. I influence the fisherman, but he is still 2 points.
Yep.
And then I just
then
draw
you
a card.
find a coal and a thingy bob.
Okay, so it did nothing.
Literally had a 30% chance of not getting it.
Yeah, I got my crystal, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
But these are the variance plays of the game.
Yeah,
aren't
but
they?
at least I went for it and didn't do it. Then someone else go in there and also...
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I took on a play here that could have gained me 4 points. Didn't work out. It is what it is.
But at least now no one can get a fish again.
Yeah, there was a couple of places you're right, Dan, that you just couldn't move from. So, Stu, what's the last play of the game? I mean, you could just guarantee your 4 points by moving the commissar to the barracks, I guess.
That's the only thing I can do is it takes 4 points off Dan, who is technically leading at the moment.
Oh yeah, I didn't actually consider you could do that, but never mind.
The miner, if you could tie on the miner, but I don't know if that's any good for you. You could tie on the.
I really need. If I was going to get something, I was going to do. If you'd have moved the miner, I would have moved. I couldn't move.
The problem with moving the miner in the last round is nobody wants to open up the 2 unhappiness.
No, I know that. So.
Yeah.
So can you get positive points for yourself more than making me lose 4? Because then you don't actually gain anything, do you? You just gain off me,
Yeah,
of
that's a
course.
non-gaining move. Yeah, that is a non-gaining move.
Yeah, I mean you don't gain any points.
It just costs
No.
you
You
1
just
point.
don't. I just don't gain them as well. Yeah. So if you can gain your own, you're probably better off.
So what have I got left? We've got the shepherd left, who can't go on anywhere other than to go into.
The shepherd
Into
you
the
would
barracks.
tie on, but we all gain something, so there's no point.
He would go up by 1. We'd all gain 1, so it's
Again, there's no point.
it's a net.
You
1.
could. Okay, the only thing you. Oh no, you can't force a tie there as well because you can't
The
move him.
miner, I've got no chance of.
The
of
miner
getting
you
any.
tie on again, but only you two gain a point rather than all 3 of us gaining a point.
Which isn't the worst, I guess.
Commissar would get me an extra point.
Yeah,
So-
you could get just you a point with the commissar. That's a fair shot.
Oh yeah, of course. Isn't that better off then?
And throw a crystal away just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, you don't need to. Shame you don't have an even amount.
Well, no, you'd move him to.
Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, you could. Yes, Stu's got it. You can move someone. To
Oh yeah,
there.
in that case you just chuck the bureaucrat there now, don't you?
That's what I was thinking. If I move the bureaucrat here,
Commissar gets a point.
sorry, yeah, the bureaucrat goes there. The commissar goes up by 1. I still retain.
You still retain
influence
it,
over that,
which is a
and then I
+1.
gain influence over that.
That might be a winning play, actually.
Yeah, that's
that
much
might be a
better.
winning play.
That's much better for
I
you.
think that's the best option. I can't do anything with anything else. So yeah, let's go for that.
I forgot. Yeah, I didn't consider. Yeah, it was tough choices. I didn't. It was obvious as well. I didn't consider that you could just take the commissar off me now.
Perfect.
Done.
All right. So basically, I'm going to get 0 points. I'm not going to remove them. I'm going to get 0 points for this. We're going to get 0 points for this. I'm going to get 3 points for the farmer. 15. 2 points for the fisherman for Danthorpe. 15. 4 points for the.
For 7 points in
commissar.
total for Stu, so 9 to 16.
Yeah, I think Stu's got it.
I might have actually won this.
No, you have now because of the
Yeah,
crystal
yeah,
track.
you
as
have
well.
now, yeah. And then we finally do Stu. You get 4 points for 1, 2, 3, 4 crystals. I get 2 points.
I get 1 point because of my 2 crystals left over.
and that is the final score.
Yeah, I didn't. If only we put it out. I basically, because I whiffed, I guess, on the fish, I king made stew. If I'd have if I'd have hit the fish, I would have just been +2, and then Stu could have still done the same move. Isn't that right?
And if I hit my high variance play, I would have been +2. So yes, Stu, you won legitimately, I think. Yeah, this was difficult because
I reckon I king made you. I should have moved it regardless, because all I could have done afterwards is forced it. All you could have done in retaliation to it is just forced a tie again, rather than instead of me losing it. Do you get me?
So I'm not. So basically, my biggest flaw now of this game slightly is the last round seems very important, and everyone's going to take ages on it. But yeah, it's a fine game. It's a fine game.
Yeah, no, I struggled with it a lot, but
it's better than I thought it would be.
It was interesting to play.
That's
sure.
That's certainly a positive. Yeah, there you go. See that up here, boys? See this? See this little grey sliver here?
Yeah.
That's my kitchen floor.
do you you don't have a scanner? You photograph?
I have a scanner, but the scanner can't do the boards because it's too big. So with all my boards, it's just a flat. I try and get as flat a photograph as I can on my kitchen floor, on my mobile phone, which isn't ideal.
Pretty good quality for a mobile phone.
It's reasonable, yeah. If you zoom in, you can see it.
I've just realised the play I should have done was to move the bureaucrat over here instead. I would have taken the control of it, dropped it to 3 though. I could have still gone for the fish play. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been like that. And then Stu would have probably have put someone there. And he would have then retied this probably.
Ooh. Yeah, it's awkward. Yeah, it's awkward. But I think that's about where everyone's going to finish on this game.
Oh yeah, you can see that when they've got 33 on the track.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's not going to be it's like.
Yeah, I wouldn't be, I suppose, excited if someone suggested we play this, but I'm not too unhappy on it. I'll do it again.
I think the rules explanation is very simple. I think the graphics are very good. The graphic design is very good on it. Easy to follow.
Yeah. Is it worth 30 quid? Yes. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we look at.
Good game. Good play.
Yeah, it's definitely a good game. Not. Do you know what I mean? It's not.
Doesn't have to say you're welcome.
I wouldn't say it's my style of game, but it's a good game. It's a good game. Definitely enjoy it.
There were so many chances to hit that fish.
I like what it did to my brain. Actually, I did enjoy the worker placement aspect.
Basically, yeah.
I just looked. It was fish.
Yeah, it was a straight up. I think it was a straight up 70% or something like that.
Yeah, so there's one card that you would have missed. Everything else, there's the second card you would have missed.
There was three cards that didn't hit it, and then there's 2 on that one. So there, yeah.
This is good. These 2 decks are good, right? Because there is actually very clear maths on both of these decks for the Euro players.
And you can work it out very easily. And it's as you say, if you want to your mitigation is sending a fisherman there.
Yeah. Exactly.
And
here you've got a very high probability of getting something because there's only 2 blanks. And
I was at one point when there was the two wheat on here, and you were talking about moving the shepherd off of here. I'm like, if he does that, that's an easy.
I was never moving the shepherd. The only consideration I had for the shepherd was to use the same spot with my power.
Yeah.
But I was never moving it for sure.
I like these. I like the player powers. I think they were quite useful.
Yeah, interesting.
I think in reality, my commissar won me the game. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We would have tied at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you would have done differently if you'd have done it. You'd have basically moved someone else, and let's say you influenced the fisherman, and then you probably would have pulled me off and just put me somewhere stupid, or you might not. You would have avoided the fisherman at that point. You would have gone maybe for a tie there with the miner.
Yeah.
And then you would have moved.
This area control's good. This is my favourite aspect, actually.
It was quite nice. I mean, the last round was difficult because there was nobody in the negatives. So there wasn't any obvious places to move somebody's.
Everyone was so positive in this round.
And also, I actually have to give them props for the launch phase because it gives you a break from AP.
Yeah,
I think I actually appreciate that there's 2 launch phases where you just go there,
You've got a very limited decision space, haven't you?
It's
Yeah.
a lot
I
more.
do-
It's still important, but it is a lot more calmer. Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. The decision you make is an important decision, but because you haven't got to worry about a second, worker or anything like that, you can just get your one worker in and sort of like set up. I like it. I like the break from having to think about everything.
Yeah.
Playing a 4-player where one person gets no second move.
The designer has said that over the course of the game, you will get an equal number of moves.
No, that's yeah, but being first player in the lunch round was not as important as being first player in the day or the afternoon, the morning
Yeah,
or the
that's
afternoon phases.
definitely fair.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
And
I think the designs. I think it's a well-designed game, though. I would have to give them props for that.
yeah, without doing some calculations on what where you are in the starting turn order about where you end up in the mid as you go round, but
Good. Thank you very much, boys, for joining me on this journey today.
yeah.
Basically, the only thing I've got, you can't see them here, but in the retail version, these are all cubes. And in my version, I've got shapes. And I think there's a £5 difference. I think at retail, this retails at $29.99, and I paid $35 on the Kickstarter for all the quote unquote upgrades.
I think somebody's going to buy this game thinking it's a very cutesy little farming sort of worker placement game and hate it.
Yeah, I don't think it's not overly long either. I think it's about the right length I want to spend with it.
What have we been at it for? 2 hours?
Yeah, that was with a teach. I think you could get this done in 90 minutes. 3 players, definitely.
Especially
Although there is some AP, I suppose. There is some slowdown.
the problem is I couldn't plan when I was last in turn order. In the second half of that last, I couldn't plan anything because you didn't know what you're going to be left with.
Yeah. So
But also your decision space reduces quite a lot at that point as well. So